Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Blues Game Day Live. Darren Pang alongside the one and only Kelly Chase.
One and only.
The one and only. Chaser,
One and only.
You were here for the last game. I was out of town. How about the feeling in this building, especially in that second and third period against the Boston Bruins?
No, it was great. It was electric in here. I think the fans are all, really figured out that this team now has put their work boots on, and they should. And listen, when you look at the roster and the injuries, and the Red Cross is certainly in the locker room right now, but they found ways to win hockey games with hard work and sticking to a game plan. Boston Bruins, very structured.
Yeah.
They had a lot of injuries as well. But again, we talked about how many games we thought the Blues were going to need to win when they needed to win 9 of 12 to
Yes,
get
they
in,
did.
or 11 to get in,
and then go 7-3 the last 10.
And here they are now 6-3. So you got to kind of win the ones you're supposed to with teams below you, and you got to probably win one you're not, maybe. But a team, and Boston was one of those teams that you had, weren't really marking it as a check mark on it. But the Vancouver Canucks are one of those teams you got to win against. That being said, they scored 5 against the Hawks last night, Panger. You watched that entire game.
Yeah.
This is a good. But if you lay down against this team, they're going to light you up.
Yeah, they did. They got some great goaltending last night from Markstrom, who's a mammoth. He's two of me. He's double me. He's that
There's
big.
a lot of guys
That's really,
in the
really
league
big. So not sure if he's going to go, or maybe Anders Nilsson. You're right. They're still a savvy team. You still have guys that are National Hockey League players. They've got a little bit of youth as well. Even though they're without Brock Besser, who, boy, at one point he was the best rookie in the NHL.
Yep.
But you're right. Back-to-back games for them. Not hard travel and no pressure on Vancouver. But I would think that you want to play a much better. Let's go to a key to the game. How about a better first period than what the Blues played against the Boston Bruins? That might be a good start. At least get the momentum early and maybe take away any heart and soul that maybe Vancouver might have.
Well, I like that. And listen, if you can put the constant pressure on, sliding pucks in behind the D, and everybody understand where the puck's going before it gets there, you're going to turn a lot of pucks over. That's what the Blues did in the last game in the second and third period. They became effective after that. They've had games. We saw the relentless game in Chicago. That was awesome. They just continued no matter what went in on them. They continued to pound pucks down the wall, get it to the front of the net. There was traffic in front of the goaltenders. The power play had traffic in front of it. Steen now going to the net all the time because they've moved him to the front of the net instead of the back end. So, those are the things against Vancouver. If you stick to the structure and everybody's on the same page, they're going to get their chances. Now, getting it over the line has been tough for them this year, but that gives them a chance.
Okay, well, so Vladdy Tarasenko on the ice behind us here. This is the morning skate, and everybody's on the ice right now. So let's talk imminent return from Tarasenko. A pretty good team for him to return against as well, I'm sure, with Vancouver. He has confidence against them. They're a little bit on the smaller side on the D, a little lacking experience back there as well. Maybe it's a team that he could get some free ice along the way and maybe pay.
Right, but
make them pay a price.
But I'm not so sure. Like, here's the one concern, not concern, but interesting part of the dynamic you can look at, and that is the power play. It's been really effective.
Yes, it has been,
and he hasn't been on it because they've changed it now. If they change it around to where. Brett Hull said this 1,000 times. Vladdy needs to go to the middle of the ice.
Yep.
He needs to be in the middle of the ice so that their box collapses. It gives us more opportunity. Plus, he'll get ugly goals, and with as quick a hands as he has in his release, he's going to score some goals that are going to be they're going to come to goal scorers. And Brett said that 20 times about Vladdy. So, do you instill him in the first power play unit?
No, I actually don't. I leave the power play unit as it is. I think when you have success and players are on the same page and the shooting mentality is there, whether it's Dunn or Pietrangelo or Alexander Steen sliding in and out, then that's been successful. He's been out of the lineup. You maintain what you had there. And if the game goes on and that power play's struggling and you want to make a change later on in the game, you get power plays, then you can insert him there. But I think Chaser, too, even if he does return to that power play unit, I don't think these players should defer. I think they should just continue to do what they're doing because we've talked about the meat and potatoes of the game this time of year. It's not seam passes. It's not through skates. It's not through people.
Right.
It's towards the net in straight lines.
Right. Well, and the other thing, too, that you can tell that they're playing in straight lines and they're playing on the edge. When you have one guy that gets looked at like Shen, they were concerned about a hit to the head on Krejci. He doesn't end up with any. Robert Bertuzzo actually gets fined.
He gets a fine for cross check.
Cross check to the face, and but the Blues are starting to become a tough team that are playing on the edge and not starting to become, but playing that style more so like it's playoffs. Playoffs started for this team a long time ago.
No coincidence that Edmondson returns. They were 0-7 without him.
I know.
Bortuzzo, they at one point they went 0-4 without him, and the two big boys are back.
And Thorburn's in the lineup, and they got a great record with him in the lineup.
If I'm not mistaken, it's 24-15-2 with Chris Thorburn in the lineup, and he gives a little bit of honor and honesty out there. So I'm looking forward to this tilt tonight, big boy. We'll be between the benches.
Yeah, I'm looking
forward to it. You and I will
hang
in there, okay?
Yeah. We might as well.
I'm not going to be able to
win. Get on the plane.
Okay, and
maybe
go to
have
Columbus.
a glass of wine, watch a movie, and here we go to Columbus.
Oh, hey, why don't we do that? That's a deal.
It's a good league, folks.
Okay, you got that. Enjoy the game at 7 o'clock on both the radio side and on Fox Sports Midwest. 6:30 pregame show on both. Enjoy the game right here at Scottrade tonight.